Vaylen Kirtly is outside the Stade de France in Paris. Also joining us is Nasiphi, who is in Cape Town CBD, and Yolulwe Qoshe from Greenside in Johannesburg. Let's start in Paris. Vaylen, we spoke to you a little bit earlier on, but it looks like the weather might have a role to play in this final. What is it looking like at that side?
Without a doubt, Quinn, and that's the reason that coach Jacques Ninabo went with the 7-1. That we saw it was when South Africa faced off with Twickenham faced off with New Zealand at Twickenham in their final Rugby World Cup warm-up match, where they were 35-7 victors, and then we saw it again against Ireland, and it's expected to be a tough, physical, forward-powered battle with the heavy rain. We saw the heavy rain last week against England, some of the handling errors, not expecting a very wide-open game, although that's the kind of game that New Zealand certainly will want to push South Africa into. You asked a little earlier on what are the neutrals saying. I managed to chat to an English-speaking French fan, and he said to me, 50-50. I just want to see really great rugby. I met a Czech father with his son. They've come all the way from the Czech Republic. They are here to support South Africa because they say they really enjoy the way that South Africa plays. So lots of excitement for the South Africans that have made their way here, for some of the New Zealanders that have made their way, which is a far journey all the way to Europe from New Zealand, that have made their way here, and those that are just expecting a fantastic game of rugby. The last time these two teams met, it went into extra time, and the way that it works at a tie, if we get to that point after 80 minutes, we'll get extra time, 10 minutes either way. If it's still at level pegging for both of the teams, then they'll go into a sudden death where the first team to score will then be the victors. But if after 10 minutes it is still level between the two teams, then they'll have what they call a kickoff, which is rugby's version of a penalty shootout. But I think that most people are expecting to see this game concluded within 80 minutes. But that's just if it goes into extra time. Only 2 Rugby World Cup finals have ever gone into extra time. The one where South Africa beat New Zealand, the only time New Zealand have ever lost in a final, 1995, and then as well as 2003 between England and Australia.
Well, indeed, as we look at the numbers there, that it is going to be an evenly matched encounter between these two sides. I will get back to our sports editor, Vaylen Kirtly, a little bit later on as she covers herself there from the weather. Let's go to Cape Town in the CBD. Nasiphi, we know that the weather, as we see Vaylen there in Paris, is a little bit wet and a little bit murky. But what does it look like there in Cape Town, and what are the fans saying ahead of this big game?
Well, definitely clear skies, but with a touch of wind here in the mother city. As you can hear behind me, residents, including those that are visiting Cape Town, are indeed being they are being served a number of entertainment by the city of Cape Town. This is one of the sites for residents to come and view the game at 9 o'clock, and basically a number of people have already gathered here. And as you asked, what are the fans saying? I'm joined by a group of ladies here who actually arrived at 5 o'clock. Talk to us about where you guys are coming from and how you guys are feeling before kickoff.
We come from Somerset West. Our country is Makassar, and we come for the Boks.
We hear that somebody actually here is for the All Blacks. We understand they came and they from one community. How are you feeling about the game?
I'm feeling very excited, and I know the All Blacks is going to take that cup.
What do you have to say about that? That she thinks that the All Blacks are taking it home?
I think the Boks is taking the cup home. He's bringing the cup home to South Africa.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Healthy rivalry here from some of the fans that actually arrived here just before this particular site opened, which was at 5 o'clock. And as you can see, that a number of people are actually here, young and old, and it would be unfair of me to not note that it is quite important to warm up before a very important game. As you can see that the youngsters are also just easing in nicely into 9 o'clock, or rather 2 hours ahead of the game. And as you heard from the ladies that we spoke to not too long ago, saying that healthy rivalry, however, they are confident that the Boks are definitely going to be retaining that title for the 2023 Rugby World Cup.
Right, that is the situation in Cape Town, building up nicely, fans gathering in their numbers. We'll touch base with Nasiphi, our reporter, a little bit later on. Let's come back to Johannesburg and Greenside. Yolulwe Qoshe is standing by. Yolulwe, what does it look like? The fans also looking quite excited and I guess confident ahead of this.
Well, yeah, very good evening to you, Gwen, as well as to the viewers at home, of course. Well, between the last time and now that I spoke to the studio, the heavens had opened up with some rain showers hitting us here at Pirates Club. But I don't know how to interpret that. I would like to interpret it as blessings being showered for the Springboks ahead of that encounter. But I don't want to be too hasty with that because we don't know if it's been raining the whole day in New Zealand as well. But in terms of the supporters, absolutely magnificent in terms of how the atmosphere has been building up here. The music has been great as well. People have been mingling, and I don't know how excited or nervous they are, but we will be able to gauge that in not too long from now. But when the whole week, another discussion, Vaylen did touch on it, that 7-1 split. And amongst the crowd, I was able to find Qoshe, the coach of the Lions under-21 side. Coach, also you're a person that knows how to win championships. You know, your side also just missed out this year as well from the under-21 championships. But you know what it's like to coach players into the psyche of getting into a final. What is going through those Springbok players right now in the changing room? And as a coach, how do you get them to slow down their thoughts and focus on the game?
Yeah, I think Boetie, the biggest challenge for a game like this, and it's probably been the challenge for the last 3 weeks, is to get the Springbok team, and luckily they're experienced. They've been in this movie before, they've seen it before 4 years ago, but it's to get them to sort of stay in the processes, and it sounds cliched, but it's to stay in the processes, it's to play the game, stay present in the moment, and make sure that you execute. The biggest word and the biggest thing for tonight, for the Springboks in France, is to execute whatever plans that they've got. And we've heard in the presses, Jobs spoken about the plans that they have and the reason why they've picked the team. So their challenge is to execute whatever plans that they've got.
Coach, you speak about execution and game plan. 7-1 split. It usually gives away what the game plan is. I can try my best to explain that, but there's a reason why I've got a coach here. Can you take our viewers through what the thinking of Jock Nienaber might be, having 7 forwards as opposed to just one backline player for this particular game against New Zealand at Stade de France?
I think the context we've got to build for the viewer is that the Springboks have worked really hard over the last 3 years. Obviously, they didn't play in the COVID year, in creating players and having a player base that is versatile. So, if you look at Yolulwe, he covers 12 and 13. If you look at Chilson, he covers 9, 10, 15, wing. So they've got confidence in their ability of their players to sort of cover every position. Having said that, we've got a number of starters. Kitsoff, Pongi, who's had to shoulder was going to carry quite a load, with the injury to Malcolm Marx. Peter Steph de Troos played some big minutes. Dwayne Vermeulen is in the twilight of his career that you carry big minutes. So I can understand the reasoning into why they went 7-1. So meaning that they want to have a fresh forward back. If you look at the backs, Jesse Creel, Yolulwe, Pollard himself, who's recently joined the team, they're really little minutes underneath. Is there risk? Of course there's risk. But, having listened to the presses yet again, they're confident in their ability to mitigate against those risks. And having seen on the 25th of August we played against New Zealand, and we were, by the injury, we were forced to play 7-1. And I think there's, with the success that they had at Twickenham, there's no reason why they believe in. As a Patriot, I can't see why the 7-1 cannot work for us.
Thank you so much, Coach. I know I took you away from the festivities. I feel bad. It's your off time and you're out here speaking tactics again. Coach, go and enjoy the spectacle later and also the vibe. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Right. Now, Gwen, if you'll allow me, let me quickly get to the supporters. let me come across here. Gentlemen, thank you for being able to speak to us here. How have you found the vibe here? I know not too long to go now from kickoff. How are you guys feeling? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Can you put that in words, sir?
Yeah, can I give you a rating out of 10? I feel like it's a 9.5, leading towards a 9.8 out of 10. Vibe strong. We have drinks here. We're feeling lekker.
Okay.
Kelly, would you like to elaborate on that?
All right. And let me come to you, ma'am. Who are you looking forward to seeing the most on the field on the Springbok side tonight?
Andre Pollard.
Andre Pollard, is there a reason why he's, I'm guessing, your favorite player?
No, my favorite player is Malcolm Marks, but he got injured.
Ah, okay. Is there a story behind you liking Malcolm Marks as your favorite player?
He's the hottest.
Okay, so let me come to you. I haven't forgotten about you. Also giving you your 15 minutes of fame. Let's talk about the game between the Springboks and the All Blacks, of course. Where do you think this game will be won or lost?
No, that's a tight one. Can I tell you, I think both of our teams have like a 50-50 chance of taking this one. It's going to be really tight, I think. I think if we can pull our game together and not win based off of a luck with that 1 point, how we have been, if we can just pull our game together and play well like I know we can take it. We just mustn't slip up because the All Blacks are going to bring their A game and it's going to be tight. But I'm supporting the Bokke, go Bokke!
Guys, let me have your predictions quickly before I move on. 1-on-1, we don't want anybody to be behind somebody.
Fair enough. South Africa by 5.
South Africa by 3.
I agree, South Africa by 3.
One last favor I want to ask you guys. Can I have a go Bokke?
No, can we do our own thing?
You want to do your own thing? That's perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Bokke!
Oh, there we go, the yes. I'm loving the yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move around quickly. Let's move along. Ladies, hello. How are you doing tonight? Can we just get across here? Sorry, I just want to get your opinions. How are you feeling the vibe here at Pirates?
We're feeling so good. We're here for the vibe. We're here for South Africa. We're here for our country. What else, Jess?
Just a good time. It's always a good time in Pirates. Always good to watch rugby here. So having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For someone that's still at home trying to figure out where can I go and they're seeing this on TV and you speaking about Pirates, what are some of the things that you can tell them that you'll find as a vibe for that game at 9 o'clock here?
Yeah, you will find so much energy. Even when things are not going good here, we've been coming here. Even when things are not going on our side here, the energy, you can feel it. You can feel it palpitating with people. Yes, we love our country, man. We love our country.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure the Springboks love you guys too. Let's move along quickly. Let's go to the gentleman here. Sorry, sir. Can we have a little conversation with you guys here? You're just running away. No, I just want to talk to you. Good evening, sir. Let's speak quickly. I'm very fine. Thank you. How are you, sir?
Good.
Thank you. Sorry, my bad. Let's speak about the game tonight. Who are you expecting to come through for South Africa, and what challenge are you expecting from the All Blacks?
Ooh, I think it's going to be a tough one, but I'm rooting for the Springboks, and yeah, I'm rooting for them. We need it. We need this as a country.
Okay.
This will be amazing.
Can you put your money where your mouth is? A prediction quickly?
It's going to be close. Hopefully we beat them by more than 3 points.
Oh, that's good enough for me. They're saying here, South Africa will win, but hopefully 3 points. I don't want to be tense again. Back to you in studio, Gwenda.